Gamer friends, I'm Danielle.
And I'm Josiah.
And we are ready to roll.
Today, we're going to be talking about some of our favorite games from 10 years ago in 2015.
Can you believe 2015 was 10 years ago?
I cannot.
That seems crazy to me.
Yeah, it is nuts.
They always say as you get older, like time flies, but it really, really feels like it just flies by.
It does. Yeah, absolutely.
Even whenever I went to BGG and I was like, I'm going to look up 10 years ago and I was like, 2015, is that right? So yeah, we're going to bring some of our favorite games to you from 2015. The first game I'm going to talk about is called The Game. It is a card game. You play cards in ascending and descending order. It is a cooperative game, and so everybody is trying to play all of their cards. And you have to play 2 cards in a row. And so if, like, I play on the 100, maybe I'll play a 96, well, then he can't play anything higher than a 96. He has to play something lower than that. And you're going in descending on one side and ascending on the other and trying to get rid of all of your cards.
Yeah, this is a card shedding game.
Mm-hmm.
So you start out with cards and you draw every time, but the idea is to go through all of the cards. And there are 4 piles.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 piles, two that start with 1 and 2 that start with 100.
Mm-hmm.
And on the ones, you're working up to 100. On the 100s, you're working down to 1. It's really fun. It's hard.
It is hard. It's like, especially, the more players you have, almost it seems harder. Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not. Because everybody has to go and they're having to get rid of those cards.
Yeah, and you have to play 2.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So.
But it's actually a pretty fun game. I was surprised, and when I went to look and see what games came out in 2015, I was surprised to see it. So Yeah, The Game.
Another one that we wanted to talk about is Pandemic Legacy Season 1.
I did not realize this came out so long ago.
I didn't either. I would not have guessed that.
I wouldn't have either. I thought it was, I don't know what I thought, but I thought it was a lot sooner.
I think everybody knows at this point what Pandemic is.
Yeah.
Pandemic Legacy Season 1 was a lot of fun for us.
It really was. I don't want to do any spoilers on that, but it was such a good game, and I was just like, every box that you get to open, you're just like, okay, what's going to happen next? And I just love that.
Yeah.
The third game we want to talk about is Mysterium. Mysterium is a game that we actually played for the first time not that long ago.
Last month.
Yeah, last month. It was at Christmas time.
Yeah.
And it was pretty fun. You have one person who is like game
manager.
Yeah, they're kind of the ghost, or is that what they are?
Yeah.
And you have these pictures that you're trying to decipher what the clues based on what the ghost has given you. And you're looking at these pictures and trying to figure out the murder, basically.
Yeah. It plays up to 7.
Uh-huh.
And we played it at 7.
We did.
And that was a little bit too much, I think.
I agree.
I think it would be much better at 4 or 5.
Yes. There is probably that sweet spot, because I feel like at 2 or even 3, it may not be quite enough people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's sweet spot.
Yeah, but it's a really fun game.
It is.
It's a deduction game for the players. And the sort of game manager, or the ghost, is trying to get you to guess the right place and murder and
who did it.
Yes, in person. And it's challenging, and especially at that high player count, but it was a lot of fun. The next one that we wanted to talk to you guys about is Codenames.
Classic.
It is, and it's a great game. You can play it with a bunch of people. It's not necessarily designed, I don't think, to be played with 12 people, but you can. Yeah,
I mean, we've always played it with like groups, like teams. I love Codenames. I still love Codenames. Yeah. I think Codenames is great, and fight anybody who says otherwise. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so there's one person who has the secret, like, knows where the tiles are that they have to get, and the tiles that they can't get, that your team can't get. And so they're trying to give clues. So you give a word and trying to get them to guess as many of the tiles that you need and not get the ones that you don't need.
Yeah, so you might say like animal too, because you're like, I need them to guess frog and horse, but then you see, oh no, there's a cow out there too, and I didn't notice it. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love Codenames.
It's a great game.
Another great game that came out in 2015. This is one of my favorite games, and it is Grand Austria Hotel.
Yeah, great game.
I love Grand Austria Hotel. You draft dice, which determine your actions that you can take for the round. You have people come into your cafe and you're giving them exactly what they need, and then you want them to check into your hotel.
Yeah.
It is so good. I love that game. And I was surprised to find out it was 10 years old already.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
I know.
Because we just got it not that long ago. It's been a year or two.
Yeah, maybe a couple years.
I didn't know it was that old either.
Yeah, love it. Good one.
It's a really good one. The last one that we wanted to talk to you guys about is Champions of Midgard.
So good.
Yeah, so this is one that I was not so high on until we got the expansion for it.
Yeah, the Valhalla. How do you say it? Valhalla expansion.
Yeah, it was still a fun game. You're drafting dice, and they're your warriors. It's swords and spears and axes, and you're going and battling trolls and other monsters to gain glory and money. It's a lot of fun, but for me, the expansion that we got for it, the Valhalla expansion, like elevated it to a great game for me.
Yeah, because there is an element where you lose your warriors or your dice.
Yeah.
You lose them when you roll bad,
when
basically.
you roll a blank.
And so that mitigates some of that, like bad rolls. Like especially if you have several bad rolls in a row, it mitigates that because you can still do something with your dead warriors, basically.
Yeah.
And that does make it a lot more fun.
It does. It's a great game. I love that game now.
Yeah. I heard that they are coming out with a 10-year anniversary edition of it, which I'm wondering if there's a lot of games that are going to come out with 10-year anniversaries.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to change anything about it or if they're just going to do like upgraded components or something. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
So those are some of our favorite games that came out 10 years ago in 2015. But I also made us a list. He didn't have anything to do with this list. I just came up with this list. But of games that are from 10 years ago that we haven't ever played that I still really want to play. So I have a few on there. I saw Viticulture, which is the winemaking game by Stonemaier. It's classic, and we still have never played it. Blood Rage.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah. Blood Rage is like Vikings?
Yeah.
Another Viking game.
Yeah.
Potion Explosion. We've never played Potion Explosion, and I thought that looks like fun. I think you use marbles and things. The Bloody Inn, which is a game that seems really weird, and that's why I guess I was never really interested in playing it. But then I hear all of these people talking about it and how great of a game it actually is. But it's like you're trying to like kill people and hide their bodies and stuff. So it's kind of a really dark theme. And so I'm like, that's kind of morbid, but it's apparently a really great game.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, maybe. And then the Prodigals Club, which is, I think you're trying to be a jerk. It's like, how big of a jerk can you be?
Yeah.
So you're like trying to ruin everything and that kind of thing. And so I don't know, that's kind of funny.
It is.
Anyway, those are the 5 games that I still want to play from 2015 that we've never got around.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get them.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.
Yeah, tell us down below in the comments, what are your favorite games from 2015? We would love to hear about that.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.